Hello YouTube, my name's Curry. I have to reveal that I have been cooking without a recipe since all the time. But in today's episode, I'm going to try something a little bit different. We are going to have our recipe book, but the recipe book is something a little bit different. And our recipe book is... a McDonald's fish or fillet. So what exactly we are going to do today? Today we're going to be dissecting this fish or fillet burger, and we are going to replicate this burger and make it extremely premium as I can go. As for the special ingredient that we have for today, I'll reveal it later because it's getting a little bit complicated. But first, let's start by dissecting the fish or fillet. First of all, I have to admit that I don't even remember the last time when I ate the fillet of fish. So let's see what exactly is inside. Okay, now let's start with the bun. I can feel that the bun is a little bit soft. This effectively means that the bun is actually made out of steamed bun. It's a roasted bun, but it was steamed later on. And now we can see here that this sauce here is most probably tartar sauce. So let's give it a try. Oh, it's hot. Yep, tartar sauce alright. But it doesn't taste like a typical tartar sauce that you can find in the market. So they probably custom made this themselves. Now, next part I can see is the fish. It's kind of soft already. And the next part here is... great. What exactly is under here? Oh. Okay, cheese. So the cheese probably melted while it was still hot. And... oh god. I can't really peel it. It's most probably cheddar cheese and it's half a cheese. Honestly speaking, if you serve half a cheese for a burger, I think it's really a mockery. So yeah, so that's all we have. Fillet of fish is nothing but steamed bun, a slice of cheese, a fish, and tartar sauce. That's all. Right. Ew. So, I'm gonna go shopping for ingredients and we are going to replicate Fillet O Fish. Anyways, the special ingredient that we are going to have for tomorrow is Hoki Fillet, frozen. Now, well, I'm gonna prepare this dish tomorrow. So now, let's start with the introduction of the Hoki. For those who don't know what exactly is a Hoki, Hoki is actually a fish which is most commonly found in the Australian waters and New Zealand waters. They are actually a really common fish over there. It's actually a commercial fish which is really popular and actually used in many situations. So what does this got to do with McDonald's fish? I'm glad you're probably asking this question right now. You see, in Malaysia, the fillet of fish is made by a company called Adhd. However, they do not use Hoki as the fish base for the fillet of fish. But McDonald's in a lot of other countries, such as New Zealand and Australia obviously, America, they all use Hoki as the base. I'm not sure why, but that's just the way it is. So now I want to try the premium style fillet of fish from McDonald's. Well, there's really nothing much to say about the Hoki right now because all I'm seeing in front of me is a typical fish fillet. I received this as a skin-off fish, so it actually saves me a lot of work. Hoki are usually sold in fillets no matter where you go. It's either they're sold in fillets, they're marinated, or they're maybe already battered for you to fry on the spot. So anyways, like I said, what we're going to do right now is to produce a premium fillet of fish burger. So anyways, I actually took the liberty to buy some brioche buns. They are actually quite big. So I think I'm going to use one fillet per bun and I'll divide it by half. So I'll be using only one fish for today. Portioning the fish or fillet is going to be a really easy job. All I have to do is just cut it probably somewhat in the middle like this. Here. Alright. Done. Next up, we're going to be cutting our brioche bun. Let's see. Alright. It's really nice bun here. So later I'm going to steam it in the same way that McDonald's probably steam it. So cutting of the buns are done. Next up, I'm going to put 8 parts flour, 2 parts cornstarch. and a tiny bit of baking powder. So right now I'll be sifting this flour so that it's easier to mix. Here we go. Okay. 1 part egg. 1 part milk. Some of the premixed flour that I made just now, maybe around this much, just to make this a little thick, and I'm going to give it a mix. Alright, batter is done. Okay, I'm pretty much done in making my breading station. I'm gonna start by seasoning the Hoki fish with some salt and white pepper. So here I go. And the white pepper goes in. Now the fillet goes to the flour, into the egg wash batter, into the breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna start by breading the other fish. Alright. So breading of the fish is done. I'm gonna leave this fish into the chiller so that the batter can actually set. Now we're going to move on to the sauce. I could actually buy ready-made tartar sauce from the stores, but because I want to make it a little bit more premium and more to my style, I'm going to make my own tartar sauce. So this is all the ingredients that we'll be needing for the tartar sauce. I'm going to start with the shallot, but because I want to make the video a little bit short, I'm going to speed the cutting things a little bit faster. Flat Italian parsley, lemon juice and lemon zest. Next up, we have some gherkins. I'm not going to speed this up because I've never cut this before in my videos. So here, I'll take approximately, alright, this should do. Alright, rough chopped gherkins, done. Next up we have olives, black olives. I'm going to take this much. Olive flavor is kind of strong, so I won't be using that much. Around maybe 5 pieces will do. Lemon juice, yogurt, and some milk. Yes, milk. I'm going to mix this. Yep, just the way I like it. Lots of gherkins, lots of olive, lots of a lot of condiments, unlike the store meat tartar sauces. Tartar sauce done. Now that I have pretty much done everything, I'm gonna start frying the Hoki into the fryer, and then I'll be steaming the brioche bun. 1 bun, 2 buns. I only need to steam it for just a short while, and the Hoki is actually a really thin fish, so it doesn't really need to be fried for a long time. Steam buns done. Finally, I'm done with my cooking. Here's a fillet o fish box as a comparison. You can see that my brioche bun is almost the size of it, but we're just here to compare the difference between Pollock fillet o fish and Hoki fillet o fish. So here comes the tasting session. I put double cheese, double meat. Alright, let's give this a try. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna start commenting on the brioche bun. The brioche bun, when it's steamed, is really much more softer compared to the bun that I tasted in McDonald's. And the Hoki It's a little bit more fishier, but it tastes good. Actually, if you ask me, the meat actually tastes better than pollock fish from the normal McDonald's. Well, obviously my tartar sauce is gonna be a couple times more expensive compared to the tartar sauce that is in McDonald's or in the stores. But if you ask me, I want to avoid self-freeze again. So double the cheese, double the flavor. But overall, if you ask me, which one tastes better, Hoki or pollock? I'll go for Hoki, that's for sure. Freaking thunderstorm. Alright, so that's the end of my review. Pretty much nothing to say about this. I'm gonna end my review now while I finish this meal. Okay, I finished my meal. That was kind of fulfilling. On today's episode, we replaced pollock fish with Hoki fish in McDonald's Fillet O Fish. And my overall conclusion is that, yeah, definitely the Fillet O Fish in overseas over Malaysia most probably tastes better. Because honestly speaking, I do not know which country of McDonald's actually use Hoki for their Fillet O Fish. I followed the recipe with a steamed bun, cheese, Hoki fillet, and tartar sauce. And overall, it's kind of satisfying. I overall like the Hoki a lot. Personally, I think that Hoki has a really nice fishy flavor. It's not like a smelly fish. It is really well-tasted fish, but the fish is nice. So that's the end of my review with the Hoki. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.